The Mind Buzz, now partnered with My Grito Industries.
The Mind Buzz is powered by Mind Buzz Media. Mind Buzz Media is an on-site video and audio podcast production company. Have you ever thought about starting your own video and audio podcast? Or do you have an existing podcast that you want to take to the next level? Mind Buzz Media brings a professional podcast studio to you. Visit mindbuzz.org for more.
This isn't the Mexican Kill Tony. What are you talking about?
It is the Mexican Kill Tony.
Shut up, Red Band. I mean Jay.
This is 100% Kill Gil.
Hey, fool, I didn't know you brought your fucking Chicano studies teacher today, dog.
You did. And hopefully you learned something.
Probably not with the I don't know.
I haven't walked through curtains like that since I was born. They were my mom. That was
Trời ơi bạn đi một tuần có pháp gặp mày mà bung bày dân thù lù. Please feel free to sing along if you know the words.
You guys want to see Darby Cash next month again? Yeah? Yes or no?
I'll be honest, I would kiss you just for the bit.
Dude, you're not down.
You're not down. You're not down.
Oh my God! Oh, we got Dylan fucking comedy open mic, damn it! Oh my.
The Mind Buzz Podcast. Art Marquez is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. What is up, Mind Buzz Universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Mind Buzz, part of the My Grito Sometimes Network Industries. My name is Gil. I am your host, and working the board tonight is Amber. How are you?
I'm good. How angry are you right now?
I'm furious. I am one.
Sorry.
I've been taking creatine for the past 2 days. My testosterone levels are way high. I'm sweating like a pig.
You are sweating. Is it because of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because of the pre-workout.
Steroids you're taking?
Yeah, the pre-workouts, the steroids, the creatine, it's all that. So
God, I thought you were gonna break this computer.
I was close. I was close. Anybody that goes on Best Buy, don't buy one of these. These lacy things, super expensive. And it's lasted me less than a year. Total bullshit. Bullshit.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing, but
No,
your face just looks really
over
funny.
$200 with this thing. $200. 5 terabytes worth of memory. I'm only 2.5 in. Not even a year old, and it's fucking piece of shit
You're
worthless.
scaring our guest.
No, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
just say you're scared.
I'm just impressed. 2 terabytes? That's a lot.
2.5.
2.5. Wow. Holy smokes.
It's fine. He's never seen the side of me anyways.
I know.
I'm not like this normally. It's
he
the
is.
it's the roids talking.
Yeah. It's all that pre-workout.
He's like, dang, I come on your show, you make me late, and you yell at me
I'm not yelling at him. I'm yelling at this thing.
in his direction.
Sorry.
No, I feel at
I
home.
threw it. I
I feel at
apologize.
home.
I apologize.
"Dad?
He's used to it.
Dad, is that you?
Mom, are you here?
Mom, are you in the room with us? Take a deep breath. Everybody, take a deep breath.
Art,
Goose frappa.
Art, teach
Yeah.
me. Teach me how to calm down.
Teach
Whoa.
him how not to care. You were just saying.
We're just going to go right into the episode because that started off a little hot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We started a little bit late, but that's fine. We're going to have a great episode. My guest tonight is stand-up comic. He's very funny. He just did the Chatterbox Sunday night comedy night. So I'm pretty excited to talk to him about that. And the one time that I heard him on a podcast was really interesting. He had a lot of cool stuff to talk about, and hopefully we can talk about that today. Please welcome Art Marquez.
What's up? How you guys doing?
The podcast. What's up, man?
Just chilling, man. Thank you for having me on. I'm excited.
I didn't mean to be aggressive. That wasn't towards you.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know.
I kind of felt like it was. No. I'm just kidding.
I know you felt like you know how like when your friends are fighting, like when your friends are fighting.
When your friends' parents are fighting.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
friends' parents.
You're over their house and the parents are fighting and you're like, oof. And then the friend's like, sorry.
Or like the brothers are fighting and they want you to
Yeah.
get in the drama, but you're like, no, thank you.
No, I'm good.
That was me.
That was you.
Me and my brother.
You have brothers?
I have a brother, yeah, very close brother. He's like,
Oh yeah, that's right. I seen him on your IG.
yeah, he's like a year and 7 months, like around there. We're Latin
nice.
twins.
You're Latin twins?
Yeah, that's not when you like.
What does that mean?
It's not when you have sex with someone that's pregnant and you get the baby pregnant. That's for sure. No, I'm just playing.
You mean it's like when
What?
your mom gave birth
I'm
to
so
you
confused.
and
No,
you
no.
got pregnant again?
No, Latin twins is when your mom has like a kid and then has like a kid like immediately
Yeah,
right
right.
after.
Oh,
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Latin twin. Okay.
Like she just waits for like the 9 months.
Yeah, she waits 9 months and then has another baby like right after that.
You're pretty. Women are pretty fertile after giving birth, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
It's the same thing after like a period, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of women get pregnant, like if they're not taking care of themselves right out, like as soon as they give birth. Like,
Taking care of themselves. What do you mean?
like contraceptives.
Oh, okay.
Oh. And then some need to like, be in that ovulating period, right? In order some like can't have a baby unless they're in the perfect time.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
that's
it just depends on body chemistry, what you're eating, what you're not eating.
Or how Mexican you are. How Mexican
crazy. You know,
How
like
How many
you are.
how many percentage
So-
is your family from
Right.
Mexico?
Yeah.
like Mexican tradition again, like depending how Mexican you are, because we didn't do that, but they do this thing called like cuarentena, which is like 40 days. So after you give birth, for 40 days you can't shower, you can't have sex, you can't go out, and you can't do like any heavy lifting, nothing. Like you just have to be like laying down. Imagine not showering for 40 days.
Damn. That sounds like my summer.
That sounds like a dream come true. Not doing anything for 40 days,
Oh yeah.
laying down for 40 days. I can do that.
Right? Damn.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad.
Just give me a phone, give me some internet connection.
Well, give birth.
I'll be good.
If you can give birth, you can lay in bed for 40 days.
I wonder how it feels to give birth. They say the pain is like excruciating for men.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine that. Sounds like the scariest thing in the world, giving birth.
They say it's the closest thing to like dying.
Ingato. Did they really say that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
It-
terrible.
So like periods.
Why would you do
like,
that?
Like cramping
Men, don't do that
periods-
to your women. Uh-huh.
Cramping periods is like a tenth of the pain that you feel when you're giving birth or like in the process, like when you're in labor. Imagine your vagina has to open 10 centimeters. That's crazy.
Dang. That's
10?
scary. 10.
10 centimeters.
That doesn't sound so much. Centimeters?
You want to see what?
What's a
10
centimeter like
centimeters?
that? That's 10 centimeters, right?
No.
A
That's
can?
not 10 centimeters. Watch.
Sounds like very small.
It's not that bad.
That's not
10
that bad. 10
Let me
10
see your
centimeters?
butthole opening. It's like your butthole opening 10 centimeters.
Damn.
Think about
That's
that.
not bad.
That's like what happened to me after I ate like beer and pizza for a month.
Sounds like me in college.
I know. Oh my God. It was scary. I thought I had
10
to go to the doctor.
No, right there. 10 centimeters in if it's in inches, I understand. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay.
Oh, wow. 4 U.S. quarters. That's a lot.
So,
Objects.
So here.
Whoa.
Let me put round objects.
Okay. A can? I wonder if it's a Celsius can. Imagine that's just our Just say our ad.
Oh yeah. I wonder if it's a Celsius can. Probably is.
Look at that picture.
It's an egg or an apple.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
This is the centimeters.
Can we purchase one of those and keep it in the studio? That'd be awesome.
There you go. See?
Not a baby.
Damn. It's like an
what is
artist
Look at how
palette.
big it does look like it.
Okay.
Wow. That is a lot.
Whoa. Imagine stretching that large.
You gotta lube up that baby head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause holy smokes.
And then you still have
It's
to
like,
get the baby
doctor, why are you
head
spitting
through it.
on me?
Right?
What was that?
And you still have to get
Haktui.
the baby
Haktua.
head.
Haktui.
You gotta get the baby head?
Oh, there you go.
No, it's the shoulders.
It's the size of a bagel.
Oh.
Damn.
That's how.
That's
Oh.
big.
That's how much you open.
That's
A bagel from where, though?
Yeah.
Because
is it a Jewish bagel?
is it a pizza bagel?
Yeah.
Because those are pretty small.
Yeah. Is it one of those when pizza's on a bagel?
Yeah. Those things are good.
I haven't had one in a while.
It's cool. Those pizza bagels. Haktua. That's funny. Do you know the background for that?
I heard a
Lady?
little bit about it. Yeah.
Yeah?
It's been popular. It's been trending lately, right?
Did you hear that that rumor that she was a high school teacher and she got fired
No, she was
because
a
of that
kindergarten
video?
teacher,
Is it
that's it.
kindergarten teacher?
Yeah, that's what they had said.
Amber had spread that rumor. It was a
stressed
total
to
lie.
you.
Oh, you weren't telling everybody?
No, I'm not gonna tell
Oh.
people. I'm not gonna say that word to people. What am I doing? Hey, mom, you know what that means?
Why not?
No, I just told
Oh,
you.
so your mom doesn't know what it means?
No, I'm
Okay, I'm gonna
sure.
tell her tomorrow.
Ew.
I don't know what it means. I just thought that's what she did. Like spit on something.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
spit.
You Haktua,
Right.
spit on that thing or
Right.
something like that.
Jeez Louises.
But she wasn't
Yeah.
a teacher.
So she wasn't a teacher.
No.
Wait, what was she?
She
Anything?
works like at a factory.
Oh, okay.
She works at Amazon.
Yeah, she probably does. There's a lot of those Haktuas there. You know? They're everywhere. You could Haktua and hit one. Just like,
She's San Bernardino.
right.
Yeah, San Bernardino's crazy.
Yeah.
You ever go out there?
Yeah, one time, Adrian Luna, he hosts the Ontario Improv Mic.
Yeah. Which is tonight, by the way.
Tonight, yeah, it's tonight. Like I've known him for a long time before he started working at Ontario Improv. One time he told me like come over to hang out, and so I was like, yeah, I'm so down to go over and hang out. But he gave me the wrong address, so I ended up like in the ghetto, super ghetto part of San Bernardino. Believe it or not, yeah, there's varying levels of ghetto, but I was on a street like where's your house, dude? Where the hell's the house? And I am so cheap. I never have like good internet on my phone, and so I was just walking around asking people like, yo, can I borrow your phone? I need to call my friend. I didn't even have a phone. That was so fucked up. I was like, yo, I need to call my friend. And some girls were like nice enough to give me their phone, even though they were like so terrified. Cause I guess back then people would ask you to borrow their phone and just run off with it. You know what I mean? And so then there were so many crackheads out. Like I was like, all right, dude, just act like a crackhead. So I started like trying to act like a zombie, like walking around. I was like, yeah, zombie. That's what I was like, think zombie.
You're acting like a crackhead so you could borrow somebody's phone.
No, like after I
Basically.
borrowed the phone, I was like walking around like the city trying to like, I was like, where's this house? Like, where's this house? Like, this is the address. But I was like, dude, you're around so many like crackhead looking people. I was like, I got to act like I'm one of them. You know
He was
what I mean?
trying to mingle in
Trying to like, blend in with the crackheads.
Blend in like a zombie.
so they wouldn't do anything to you.
Right. I was like, I'm one of you guys. I'm on drugs and I'm poor. Come on. Leave me alone.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Did you ever find him? You
No,
found his house?
Never did.
No, you just went home after that?
Yeah, I was out there for like 30 minutes looking. I was like, damn. Because I was probably looking for some weed or something. Because he used to sell weed back in the day. Yeah. So I was like, couldn't find him. I was like, all right, I guess it's time to leave. Trying to go back home. And I went back home and he's like, yeah, sorry, I gave you the wrong address. I was like, damn.
That sucks.
I know. I just
Talking about wrong address.
yeah.
Just
I
kidding.
put Joe Biden put the wrong address on my flyer for this past Friday show. I got the
I saw
numbers
that.
mixed up.
I saw
You
that
seen that?
online, yeah.
I can't believe I did that. But it happens, dude. It happens.
I mean, you're human,
yeah.
I think, right?
I don't know.
No.
Are you human?
No. I'm AI.
Hey, girl, did you know what my sister was saying the other day?
What did she say?
That talking about human, that supposedly the government already confirmed that there's aliens.
Can you look that
and
up,
that they're
please?
like walking amongst us too.
What?
Did you hear that?
Well, I've heard about like aliens already being like inside of underground bases and stuff that working for the government. I've heard stories about like guys going down there to do like contracting work, or like they're like geobiologists or something like that, working on rocks and the ground. They like broke into a some kind of base, and there's aliens down there.
Yeah. Well, you hear the stories from Bob Lazar, the scientist that used to work for the Area 51, and he was a engineer, and they were working on reverse engineering some of the UFOs that crashed, and they got some of these from all over the world. They were doing that like back in the 1940s, 1950s. So if they are talking about them now, then they're probably been walking around among us for the past 80 years. What, 70 years, 80 years?
That's probably
something like that.
Yeah, right. That's probably when they
Would you know if you're an alien? I'm sure, right?
Maybe if you're like half Aztec. No, they look pretty alien, right? Just like
I look pretty Olmec too.
Olmec, yeah.
Do.
Maybe I'm
That's what I'm saying. What if they like cleared your memory of being an alien?
that'd be crazy.
Like Men in Black to you and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Whoa.
I don't know where that article is. She's crazy because I told her, I was like, who's your sources? And she's like, tell me when you're ready to talk. I was like, oh.
What the heck? That's what she said?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
This is like the closest thing I found.
You guys remember that the Las Vegas sighting recently?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
That was pretty legit, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Because they said they were like working on a car back there or something like that, and then they said the aliens it said like crash landed, like it fell out of it fell out of the sky.
The one that found the people's house, right?
Yeah, the backyard.
The backyard.
And then they said that when they looked at the alien, it was like blurry, like they couldn't make out the alien, but it wasn't like blurry anywhere else, just the alien, right? And he said that like they said that he looked all pissed off and that like was all messed up, and then all of a sudden they saw him next to like the forklift, like he was trying to get parts from the forklift and stuff like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, right? And I've heard that before, that's like their cloaking device. Like they it makes it all blurry. And even this one guy in like Washington who like supposedly like he found like an alien ship, and then it was like a triangular shape like vehicle. It was super cool and all black. And then he said that only like when you try to videotape it, only the alien ship came out all blurry and stuff like that. He said his dog attacked the alien, and the alien just like got the dog. It was like boof, 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 like just like, and then
whoa,
and then like that, and then he like did something to the dog, and the dog turned to ash.
What the heck?
whoa.
Yeah, it's a great story. It's very hard to find on YouTube now. They like bury all that stuff.
Yeah.
He had some kind of thing called like some kind of object that allowed him to like teleport. And one time he went on like Brazilian television with it, and he did it, and it like turned him into like a little light, and he just like
He did it on TV.
Yeah, and it like floated and stuff like that, and he just like moved to another location.
That is wild.
Super wild.
So he like vanished, like vaporized.
Yeah, like he had this thing on his like wrist. It was like some kind of device. He called it the obelisk link or something. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I saw the video of him doing it on that TV show in Brazil, and he like turned into a ball of light and just floated a little bit. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you think you've seen one before? Seen an alien?
I don't think I've ever seen an alien.
No.
Ever.
What about a UFO? That's pretty common, right? I think seeing UFO would be more common than actually seeing an alien.
Right. I've never seen a UFO, never seen anything like that. But my brother-in-law said that one time he thought he did see a UFO in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's like a bunch of lights and stuff like that.
I wonder why they go to Mexico so much, or they appear in
Mexican food.
Yeah, probably burritos.
They go to TJ to eat Brazilian.
They go for the hookers.
They're just like,
Yeah,
dude,
they go to Hong Kong.
Yeah, go to Hong Kong. They're like, we gotta hit Hong Kong and then the taco stand.
Oh God, I love aliens.
No,
They're
that-
here, dude. They're here.
There has to be some connection with like old Mexico. Like there has to something.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of pyramids over there. They probably use it as like energy sources or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
I saw that they found a Mayan temple, and then underneath it was like a lake of mercury.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it was just like circling, and then they showed the art from it. It was like all marble, like carvings and stuff in the lake. It's like a giant like old energy like source, you know.
What? Mercury?
Yeah,
Mercury? Mercury?
the liquid metal.
Uh-huh.
So there was just like a lake of it, like in a circle, and they showed like some of the carvings. It was like beautiful art, like marble art and stuff like that.
That's wild, dude.
Super cool.
Have you seen pictures of the pyramids? Like how there was like when they were like new,
Oh yeah,
like how they were like all shiny and like reflective.
yeah, like artist renditions of it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because supposedly that they were like all like painted, or like it was like all silver, and they had like gold tips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like all gold tip. That was like all stolen and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. That's pretty wild. What do you like? What's your thoughts on that? Like on like the ancient, because there's so many different forms of history, like alternative stories of history. There's, if you want to go like the psychedelic mushroom route, there's a significant weird storyline that has to do with psychedelics in human history. There's also a like an avenue of ancient alien type of history where there's aliens have to do with a lot of stuff in history, or there's just a mainstream history that we're all taught.
Exactly. That the world is not even that old, right?
Yeah.
Like they say it's like what they said it. I don't know exactly, but they said it was like 2,000 years old only. Like
That's
civilization.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. It can't be 2,000 years old. But
They've been finding cities just like recently that are way older than that now. And like I think the like the Egyptian, like ancient Egypt was like found. It wasn't like, no one has like the date to when it was like created or when it was like in use. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was even found like 2,000 years ago. It was like found as ruins, you know? That's what I think. And
There's even ruins in like the Atlantic Ocean. I think it's the Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean of like there's Amber, see if you can look this up. Just put, I don't know, monuments underwater. Like an underwater city or something. But there's like no way these rock, because they're rock formations, and these rock formations actually look like a foundation of buildings. Deep down. I mean, that could be part of so there's one thing that I discovered like months ago was the flood. So every single civilization, every single culture has a catastrophic flood story in their culture. That is not a coincidence.
right.
It just can't be.
Yeah.
It just can't be. It can't be a coincidence that every nation on the planet has the same story and we say that it's false. That it really struck me because I have a not a disliking of Christianity or the Bible.
Yeah.
I grew up a certain way.
Yeah.
And I kind of like want to leave all that behind.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't know, this flood story that has to deal with Noah and Genesis or Exodus, I think it's Genesis, in the Bible. It's kind of wild, but it fits in with a lot of stories within the world.
Exactly. I've heard that too. And also like Noah's Ark, you know, they had all like the like animals and stuff. Like what if like they were so advanced that they just had like the genetics of the animals to like create them again somehow? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
I think
sounds-
so.
Right? Because remember in ancient Egypt they had all those like things. They had like, you know, the dog head, and they had like all kinds of, they're like animals spliced like / human / like animal and stuff like that. Like that sounds kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like maybe those were real. You know, they weren't just like masks or like a artist depiction of something. It was like maybe they did have these like beast half man, but like as their slaves or their servants and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
Sounds very possible.
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
But back to this flood theory. I mean, it just can't be a theory. I think there's a lot of evidence. We'll put it on the screen. I think those are, those are ruins. So, I mean, there's evidence of like of cities that were left underwater. Is that real? No, that can't be real, is it?
No, it looks AI.
No way.
Nah, it's AI. Well, I don't know.
No, I think it is because that little crayon. Yeah, draw more.
Oh wow.
It's defeating my purpose right now. I'm on your side, underwater city and ruins. Come on.
Yeah.
That is weird. Okay. Look at crayon. What is that?
AI right in the middle.
Oh, there we go. Wow. Okay.
That sucks. We don't even know what's real or fake on here now.
Right.
That's a mind.
AI is getting too good now.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It could fool our mind now totally easy.
But this is Google.
Watch, someone's gonna make a search engine where like no AI is permitted.
There has to be one. There's probably one. We need to get it. I think we should try to download it. There is one. I think it's called like Hero or something. I think JFK.
Oh, that's for conspiracies.
Well, it's the same thing. This is on the cusp of a conspiracy. So anyways, there's evidence all around the world that there was
a giant flood.
A giant flood. Like the canyon, there's different, like just the way that canyons were shaped because of flow of water. There's a lot of different things, dude.
Yeah. They say that the canyons or the hills today were formed by, the ocean. Mm-hmm. So that means that a lot of different parts were underwater at one point.
Oh, yeah. You take a drive clear past, where did we go, Amber, that we're driving around and...
the big rocks?
Yeah. No, not the big rocks.
Oh.
We were driving around it was like a canyon area past, not Yosemite, Joshua Tree. Mm-hmm. So there's a point, you remember we went to that Rude Dog? Was it called Red Dogs or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
That pub?
Yeah.
So anyways, we were driving and it looked like giant rocks, dude. They're huge, giant rocks. And it looked like you're underwater without the water.
Right.
Unless we are underwater and we don't know.
A lot of those giant boulders.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I live at too, they have a lot of the boulders. Like in the Lake Elsinore, Paris area. There's a lot of boulders out there. A lot of hills and stuff.
Yeah, and even like when you see rocks and they're like stacked up on each other, and you're just like, how the fuck did that happen? It's because everything was underwater.
I know, they're all like bunched together.
Mm-hmm. And ever since I was a kid, maybe because my mom grew up like in a sea town, right? So the town's like with the sea. And
Crips?
No, not sea town.
Like sea town.
No, like
Crip walkers.
She grew up in Ensenada, and the sea's like right there.
She was doing the sea walk.
She was sea walking.
Yeah, that was right. But since I could remember, people would say, because in Ensenada, where the road is now, like the main road, that used to be ocean. So they started pushing the ocean back and back and back and back. And since I can remember, people say, what was once the ocean will like always pertain to the ocean. Like the ocean's gonna come back and take what's theirs. And that to me is scary because I'm sure a lot of places that we go to, that's why they say like below sea level. When things are below sea level, that means that at some point they were part of the sea. And that's freaking scary to think like what's holding, I mean obviously gravity, but still what's holding it back from just coming and like eating us alive. Like that's crazy.
It's definitely temperature too. As the temperatures are rising, ice caps are melting, and that raises
the water level.
Yeah.
Water level. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I used to live in Chino Hills, and they said they found a whale bone or whale like bones over there, like in the ground.
Chino Hills?
Yeah, in Chino Hills.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I wonder where they have it.
Yeah, no, there was just like, you know how they have like a bunch of ranches. They used to have a lot of ranches back then when I grew up over there. And yeah, they're like, yeah, there was a whale bone. So like it was underwater at one point, and that's why, you know, there's hills and all that stuff. They're all carved out by like the ocean at one point.
You know, they say that they have the Noah's Ark. It's like in Turkey. Can you pull that up?
Yeah,
I gotta show you this. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's like inside a mountain.
Oh yeah.
And that's another thing too, where the specific location that like in the Bible where they say they put it, it's like in the vicinity. It's not exactly right there, but of course, like thousands of years ago, how are you gonna know like what Turkey was or what this location
coordinates probably changed and stuff.
Yeah. I think conspiracies are like slowly turning me Christian. I don't know. That's kind of weird, right?
I heard the Bible was I heard a lot of those stories are true, but like then again,
oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah, it'd be a humongous boat, right?
And it's the same, like not the same dimensions, and that's the thing. It's not all 100% accurate, but the dimensions that they were talking about in the Bible kind of fit Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Like the one that they found in Turkey. I don't know.
Did they say that they like built it really fast too? Didn't they say like in the Bible like that like he built it all quick and stuff?
I think so.
Probably with like alien technology.
No, it took him like 40 days and 40 nights. Or is that a different story?
I think that's an Adam Sandler.
I know, I was gonna say, I was like, Adam Sandler?
It took him 8 crazy nights.
Crazy nights. It was
Wait, so they're saying that it's
meth-filled nights.
That it's buried right here?
That it's in there. That it's.
Why can't they just excavate?
Because it's fossilized and they don't want to touch it.
Code for I'm lying.
Code for we're trying to get these.
I hear a lot of aliens too are like interdimensional or from the future.
Are they? I heard they're either alien or they're us.
Right, and then like yeah, I heard that they're us, but since the future's all super messed up, we've like evolved to look all weird and stuff. Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that. They're like in the future, there's like everything's messed up. Like we destroyed the Earth, and everyone's all freaking looks all weird and stuff.
Have you watched the Y-Files on YouTube?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Dude, that guy, that channel. If you haven't watched Y-Files, what are you doing?
Yeah, right.
Because it is crazy
And great entertainment.
Yeah, I can just watch that for hours.
He digs up a lot of old stories like there was like on YouTube before, and he redoes it like really good. Yeah, those were back in the day. You could go on like YouTube and like go down a serious rabbit hole.
Yeah,
of some cool stuff. Really cool.
But old YouTube.
Yeah, old YouTube.
Not now.
They changed the algorithm. I remember.
There was no algorithm back then.
No, it was truly like if you looked at stuff, they would give you more things of what you liked to watch. And it was awesome. But then I remember when they changed the algorithm, it was just like no matter what you searched, like you couldn't like really find what you wanted. They would just give you what they wanted to give you.
Right.
And then after a while, everyone just gets the same algorithm. And now you don't even have a choice to look for stuff, and everyone thinks that like, oh, they're searching for something and they get like their this is like what they like, so that's why it's like, you know, giving it to them. But I'll be watching a video and then I hear someone else talking about like, oh, I watched this video, and it's in my algorithm. It's like, wow, they're feeding us all the same videos now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Everyone gets the same videos. There's like, it's very hard to deep dive and look for all this cool like conspiracy stuff. It was just like YouTube was just all conspiracy theories for a while. It was super awesome.
I feel like it's that now, but then there's all these different guidelines and different codes that they can't share on there. Even on the Y-Files, like towards the end, he'll say like, I hope, like he's like, I'm shooting myself in the foot for showing you guys this because I might be demonetized. They might try to demonetize this episode, and this fool's getting like thousands, probably even million, maybe close to 1 million views on his channel.
It's a great show.
Yeah,
with his little goldfish, right?
Yeah, Hecklefish.
Oh yeah, Hecklefish. That's funny. Hecklefish.
He used to do stand up actually.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's his name's JJ. But yeah, he used to do stand up. He was on Rogan back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he was a good stand-up? That's good. He was one of the 1,000?
I think he was on Rogan because him and his brother started a cannabis company back in the day, like
Wow.
20 years ago.
Damn.
Like
So-
before the boom in California started with cannabis.
He's a smart guy, huh?
Yeah, they started the cannabis company.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't even think he's doing stand-up. I think just all what he's doing is just from the YouTube channel. Imagine that, dude.
Yeah, getting paid off that.
Yeah, I heard somebody telling me that they've been in comedy for 9 years, right? They've been doing comedy for 9 years, and the people that they started with don't even do comedy anymore. How sad is that?
Oh, yeah. That's everybody.
Yeah?
Everyone drops out after like 2 years.
Is that the
that's
cutoff?
Well, I noticed it like when I first started like 2 years ago, there's like, you see like not that many 2-year comics, but you see like a 5-year comic and then a 10-year comic, but you wouldn't really see like much in between. You know what I mean? Because most people just like, they give up because they want to make it right away. And also like, if they're like, man, like I've been doing this for like 2 years and nothing's happening, they just give up. You know what I mean?
But I think that you have to like it on a certain level. Like you have to like the hustle. You gotta, because, and I haven't been doing it long, but what I kind of compare that kind of grind to is a grind of a podcast.
Okay. Yeah, you got to be consistent, right?
So, yeah. So the people or the circle that I started a podcast with, and that was during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was starting podcasts. But like the group of like new podcasts that started in the pandemic, just in, the little circle, more than half of them don't even do it anymore. Because I feel that for one, you have to like it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like what you do.
Yeah.
What you do. I think that's it.
Right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
you just have to like it to the point where even if nobody's watching or nobody's listening, who cares? You're doing it for yourself.
Because you like it.
Because you like it.
Yeah. Same thing like with stand-up, you got to like it. I do it because I love, the thought of stage performing.
Yeah.
And then also creating with writing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I used to write like when I was younger, like a lot of poems, but they were so weird. Like no one got them. Yeah, they're terrible. If it was like spoken word, I'd be like, this is spoken turd. I don't know.
Maybe I'm not writing comedy. Maybe I'm writing your style of poetry, dude.
I don't know. It was super weird and cryptic. Like no one would ever get it because it was like just so many like encrypted meanings.
I know. I can get that. I get that because, like before, when I was telling you that, like I tried playing music. I don't know if you know that.
We did.
Like I tried writing it. That was fun for me. I liked writing lyrics, like songs.
Yeah.
And thinking of like melodies. That was fun for me. But they made no sense. My friend used to play the guitar and I'd be like, hey dude, would you check out the song that I wrote? And he's like, the fuck does this mean, dude?
Oh,
like,
damn.
what are you talking about? I was like, oh, they're metaphors. And he'd be like, metaphor for what? Like it didn't make sense. I don't know. And I think I didn't know how to process that. Like, what did they mean? I don't know. I'm coding things like exactly what you did with your poetry. It's
Right.
fun. I don't know. It's like your own type of language.
Right. It's like what you think would be a good song, and some good deep meaning to the lyrics.
Yeah. Or it could be like, what is it called when you look at something and
Abstract
yes, abstract or subjective.
or subjective.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, pull up lyrics from The Doors. What's that song? When he's talking about, what is he talking about? Let me see if I can look it up.
Yes.
He's talking. Go ahead,
I was gonna say yes, the river knows.
dude. I think just any song from
The
that
Doors.
it does it make sense?
Not really, but it's like,
Most of them.
they're super cool from LA. You know what I mean? They're a cool LA band. But they're dope though. They're super cool.
Have you been to the place called Talo Pup?
I haven't. No.
It's badass, dude. You gotta go. Is it West Hollywood?
West Hollywood.
It's in West Hollywood. It's a hot dog and corn dog spot.
Sounds
but
good.
that location used to house their recording studio. So on their restroom, they have like a plaque. There says, like in this restroom is where Jim Morrison recorded "L.A. Woman."
Oh, nice.
Vocals for "L.A. Woman" inside the restroom, because he wanted the extra reverb in the restroom. So that used to be their studio. That's crazy, dude.
I know, that's crazy.
Imagine all the places in LA that houses like all that weird history.
Right? Like at Third Wheel, it's like inside Charlie Chaplin Studios.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, if you go there, there's a big old painting of Charlie Chaplin and stuff.
So that used to be a studio?
Yeah.
That is cool, dude.
Yeah, that's cool, right? That's why I like going there. I'm like,
whoa.
Yeah, my friend. Yeah. My
I
friend's
gotta
a
go.
fan. Yeah. You haven't been there? It's really cool.
No, not yet.
You should check it out. It's kind of hit or miss nowadays, but we got some good shows sometimes.
Vinny Vega hosts the mic on there on Wednesdays. I seen him like a few days ago. You know Vinny?
Yeah, Vinny. Yeah. I think he probably has he helps with the Jump Off show. You know Skylo?
Mm-mm.
Skylo Noble and the other homie, they host the Jump Off show on Wednesdays at 10. It's pretty sick. So it's hit or miss over there. Sometimes it'll be packed full of people, and sometimes it'll be like nobody.
How
there.
big is it? It's pretty.
It's a pretty good size. It's a good size. It has like a upstairs loft and has like a stand up area and a little bar in the back. So it's a good size room.
It's a good club to hang out.
Oh, it's a great club. Yeah, you'll meet a lot of people there. That's a great place to hang out.
Oh, there we go. Moonlight Drive. Like, look up Moonlight Drive lyrics and tell me this doesn't really make sense. Does it make sense or it doesn't make sense? But he's like telling a story though, I guess, right? Let's swim to the moon. Let's climb through the tide. Penetrate the evening that the city sleeps to hide. Well, like, does that make sense? I don't know. Can you, what's your...
It's like poetry.
Right.
And like Jim Morrison kind of looks like a bad boy with Down syndrome. Yeah.
That's why he always have it.
I see it.
Yeah, right.
That's why he always has his shirt off, because he doesn't know how to put it back on.
Right? He's like, fuck it. Right.
That is good. But he was such a smart man, dude. But he was a poet.
He's a poet, very handsome guy. They're a very hip band.
Yeah. That's funny, dude.
I could never unsee it now.
I know, right? I used to look at him and be like, oh, that's so funny.
Do John Densmore now. What does John Densmore look like?
Who?
John Densmore. He's the
keyboard player?
No, he's
This guy?
that's no, the other guy. The guy in the middle.
Oh.
John Densmore, he's the drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he looks like it too.
They're all of them just have Down syndrome.
Right.
With nice hair.
They're like super hot guys. They're a little retarded.
That's
They were geniuses though, dude. He was just too hot to be in a band. You know? I feel like rock stars are too hot. I don't know.
Yeah, some of them are like models,
Yeah. Like there's guys in comedy that are too hot to be doing comedy.
Right.
I just tell them, just like, dude, you're too hot.
Like Matt Rife.
Yeah, he's too hot.
Yeah, I was like, finally, someone to open up an avenue for us hot guys. I'm just playing. Thank you, Matt Rife.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Art Marquez. All right, you're gonna go on the list of guys that are too hot to be doing comedy in the scene, dude.
I need to get fat again. Let's get those laughs. Just joking. I just lost some weight recently. It's because my iPhone stopped recognizing my face.
Did it really?
No, I'm just joking. It only recognized. No, it didn't.
How much weight did you lose?
I don't know. Not too much. I don't have a scale, and I didn't like check.
Did you check because you didn't have a scale? And if you did have a scale, would you check?
I never use a scale because I just like eat healthier food, and then the weight just like comes off, after a while.
And you just go based upon what, clothes?
Yeah, just trying to just this fits now again. I'm like, thank God.
That's it.
These pants fit again. All right.
No, I 100% get that because that's how I am. Amber's always like, "Oh, weigh yourself, because I'm going back to the gym. I'm eating cleaner. I'm drinking a lot more water now. I'm just trying to overall be healthy.
Yeah.
Right. And she always tells me, "Go weigh yourself." I'm just like, I don't care about weight. I just care about like looking not like I'm gonna die next week.
Right. Yeah.
That's it.
The good thing about not weighing yourself is you wait a little bit. You'd be like. Because then the scale kind of throws me off a little bit. I'll be like, because you just want to like lose more weight and stuff,
Right.
When you're on the scale. It's a good tool for dieting.
Yeah.
It's a great tool. I just never use one. You know what I mean?
You know what else is a good tool? Having an iWatch and following and doing that extra. Oh, that was motivational. Looking at like, I'm going to hit 1,000 calories today. I'm going to hit 1,000 calories today.
But sometimes it's false. You know why? Because if you move your wrist, it moves. Yeah, it puts more extra steps on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walk like 13 miles a day at work.
13 miles a day?
Yeah, 13 miles a day. People are like, "You working out?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm working out." I'm not working out. I'm just at work pushing heavy shit all day long.
13 miles a day.
13 miles a day.
I wonder how many steps that is.
It's a lot.
When I used to work the LA County Fair, I used to do that like during like big events.
Oh yeah.
13 to at least 20. Like it was crazy. It was that's all you did was just walk outside on the hot blacktop, dude.
Mm-hmm.
13 miles.
You have to walk. You have to like teach yourself how to walk good, or else you're gonna injure yourself. You know what I mean?
And you have to get good shoes, dude.
Oh yeah, I have really good shoes. Got some Timberland Pros. They're the Pro edition. For walking a lot.
The Converse. I got some new All-Stars,
Yeah. That sole, got the extra thick sole. I just
I seen some guy at the gym today. Was it today? He was on the treadmill with All-Star Converse, and I was like,
I've seen a lot of people like in
with
their
Chucks.
like, videos. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people in their like when they do like the working out videos or lifting.
Okay, so
and they're lifting in like Converse.
That is fine. I think that is acceptable, but when you're on a treadmill, like
that must hurt your feet.
You're not treating your
right.
ankles.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Did he look cool? His
right.
outfit.
That's why they do it.
Yeah,
they look cool.
I'd rather not like have like broken ankles at the end of the day.
I see like girls and they're like hair done, like curled, makeup, like a nice outfit, and I'm like, to go to the gym and sweat, like
it's like a place to be seen, right? Like you want to be seen there.
Okay, here's my unpopular opinion, maybe. My pet peeve, I don't go to the gym, but I see the girls on TikTok gym. I don't know how girls can work out in thong underwear.
I do.
No.
I don't know.
How?
I didn't even know they had thong underwear on. I just thought
they didn't have any underwear?
Yeah. I just see that like those new leggings where like shapes your butt.
Yeah,
like,
it has like the scrunching in the butt.
Yeah, the scrunching, in the middle and stuff.
But why wear thong underwear? Just don't wear underwear at all.
I don't know.
I don't wear underwear when I go to the gym.
I do. I even wear sweatpants.
I think I might because I was chafing earlier.
Oh yeah.
I was on the treadmill, dude.
That's why you were chafing.
Oh god, it was burning. I felt so horrible.
Now imagine something like flossing your asshole up and down. Like that's what I don't fucking understand.
Just don't wear it. Just don't wear underwear.
Oh, I don't know.
I petition for women not to wear underwear, and
Why?
this is 2024.
Why can't they just wear underwear? What's the big deal?
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
They could do whatever they want, right?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
But I'm just like, I'm not about to sexualize the human body. Just playing.
Thank you.
But I don't. Like, no, but yeah, they can do whatever they want. Like, don't wear underwear, wear it.
Wear thong.
Wear granny panties. Who cares?
I'm just saying, like, how uncomfortable. I can't imagine how uncomfortable it is. It's uncomfortable to wear it out on a daily basis.
Then don't
Imagine
wear
at the
it.
Gym. I'm just saying they could do whatever they want. I'm just saying I can't imagine how uncomfortable it is. That's all I'm saying.
Probably because it's sexy, so they want to be sexy when they're at the gym.
Yeah, I guess.
And like fashion over comfort, as I always say.
Fashion over comfort.
Yeah.
I think it's a fashion over.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
okay,
also
that's
Fashion
it.
Nova, Some Lululemon in there,
I know. Go, you wear a thong to the.
Right?
No, I'm on the side of no underwear.
Yeah. If you got the nice silk.
I think
Work
just
out.
wear whatever you feel makes you comfortable to work out in.
Yeah.
And if they feel that they're comfortable in makeup and stilettos, then let them.
Right.
Whatever.
Got the
It's not hurting me. It's not hurting me. I'm just
Right.
there to work out.
If it was
dude.
something else, he would have been like,
If you don't break a sweat, who cares? You know what I mean? As long
Where-
as you look good.
Wear
Whatever.
G-string, wear stilettos, wear a fucking
I'm gonna
dress
cancel
for all I
I'm
care.
gonna cancel your gym membership.
Why?
Now, starting today. No more gym.
I don't like the gym because I feel like everyone's looking at you.
I
That's
think it's like a beauty pageant.
That's how it feels at the beginning.
Oh,
Trust
yeah.
me, dude. I felt like that
Mhm.
for a long time, and then at a certain point, I was like, I don't care anymore, dude.
Right.
I really don't care. At one point, I was wearing maybe I should wear those. They were tights. I was wearing tights
Oh
underneath
yeah. Oh, okay.
my
underneath-
shorts because
oh,
it
yeah,
was
I've seen that.
it was cold at night, and I used to
Yeah.
go a lot, at night, from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh,
That
wow.
was my
Is there
like-
time?
time frame to go, and it was cold outside. I think I should do that. I'm chafing really bad. That's how I know I'm fat. And I was thinking about that today. I was like, I that's how I know I
Get
gained
some baby powder in there.
baby powder. Amber suggested deodorant.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
people put deodorant on there? Yeah.
Yeah, some do.
To slippery,
Some
to
people
make
do.
it slippery.
And smell good too. They do that.
Oh my god, it hurts so bad. It hurts right now. Actually,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta put some baby powder on there so it don't rub so much.
that's how I know I'm fat.
Baby
dude.
powder's been recalled.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
So it has been the red dye number 4
90.
or 90, and then now they have
No, red 40.
Yeah, red 40. Oh, red 40. We're all
Red-
wrong.
I know we're all wrong. Now they got those blue talkies or whatever, or turbos. I don't know what they are. But
Weren't
Turbo
they gonna-
Flamas.
Yeah, turbo. Weren't they gonna ban Skittles in California?
Look it up.
Yeah,
They're
that's what I
supposed to.
everything is bad for you. Everything is processed. You know what I mean? Everything you eat is bad for you. Even the food, even the natural food is bad because there's all these pesticides and it's probably all genetically modified too.
Yeah.
California Skittle ban.
So California was going to do this only?
Mm-hmm.
Why the law isn't really a Skittles band?
Skittles?
I don't know. I can't read right now.
Oh, I guess they're having them redo the.
Yeah, what is potassium bromate? That don't sound too good.
They say if you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't eat it.
Paraben.
Potassium bromate, titanium dioxide. I could say that one. So that must be
Titanium
okay.
dioxide? That don't sound good at all.
Titanium.
Holy crap.
In Skittles, dude.
Right? It's like, oh my gosh.
This is that's not the rainbow I
That's not
remember.
That don't sound like a rainbow to me. That's what probably the titanium gives it that rainbow effect. I don't know.
Bromated vegetable oil, BVO. Okay, so if you have to start putting your ingredients in initials, that's not good.
Like there's only 5 ingredients, but they all sound like
So that's
metal.
metal, not hardcore metal too.
Right.
It's the stuff that you shouldn't be eating.
But I feel like we could say now, oh, okay, everything is processed and all that. And yes, absolutely. But I think we've been using harsh chemicals since the fucking beginning of time. Because, well, not the beginning of time, but the beginning of the 19th century. Because I started collecting vintage glassware. And it's beautiful, but I can't fucking use it. Because everything has super high levels of lead. And then there's this glass that I recently found out a bunch of stuff about, and it's called depression glass, and it was made in the Great Depression era. But it glows. So if you put a black light to it, it glows like green glowing.
It has like radiation or something in it.
It has what did I tell you, Gilbert? It was the same thing that they did for the nuclear bomb. I can't think on the top of
Uranium.
my head. Uranium.
Oh yeah.
So it has uranium in it for it to do that like glowing effect. And people were drinking out of it
The
and putting
industrial
hot stuff and everything. And I'm like, that's
Show them a picture of how it
the uranium
looks
glass.
under a black light. That thing is crazy, dude.
The Industrial Revolution, right? I think I heard that's what ruined the world.
Yeah.
Back in the 1900s,
It's gonna
absolutely.
ruin the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at, see?
But I think,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how much it glows. And people were eating and drinking out of this. That's fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's nuts. I know there is like a lot of like bad stuff like that has like radiation. They still sell some of the stuff on eBay, right? Like I don't know. I was like,
Yeah, I found.
Yeah, people are still buying this stuff.
Yeah, it supposedly it has like very very low levels that doesn't make you sick, but I'm just like,
but even 5G, right? 5G is really bad for you.
Yeah.
The internet.
Yeah.
Because it's like all those waves are like they're real. We just can't see them.
I believe in that. Absolutely.
Because my friend's mom got lung cancer, but like just from like living next to they don't know how she got it, but she lives right next to one of those power lines. The power lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they think they got it like that. Do that. That sucks.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's awful.
But I think there's microwaves everywhere. Everything in technology emits something.
Yeah, that's why you're not
Something that we can't see.
You can't see it, but
Yeah.
the waves are real. That's why you're not supposed to have your phone in your pocket. But I'd be sleeping with my iPad, my Samsung tablet, my phone. It's just like all over my bed.
That's how I recharge.
I know. I'm just like I wake up like
Well, think about like
Technology
like
recharging.
Wi-Fi. Like Wi-Fi is sending signals throughout your house in order to get like service quickly.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Wi-Fi is very dangerous.
Yeah. And we have a pretty strong Wi-Fi signal like in this place, the studio, and it's not even that big. So imagine that. Imagine all the waves that are going through everything right now.
Yeah,
that is pretty scary to listen to too.
The Blue Hawk, whatever, or the Wi-Fi extender thing.
The Hawk 2 extender.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god.
Blue Hawk 2.
I don't know, dude. So the thought, remember I was telling you that I was having a thought about like when I was eating breakfast, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So the 1900s must have been a crazy place to be in because you had the Industrial Revolution also, but you also had like a form of scientific revolution too, because that's where a lot of the like the fight or flight that you get. What am I trying to say here? Okay, so the concept of flight or what is it? Flight or fight?
Fight or flight.
I shouldn't even be talking about this. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But so that whole concept started, right? Like the research of that happened in the 1900s or whatever. So what I'm getting at is that's what, over 100 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
100 and something years ago. And we as a society, we as humans of the world, we are all saying, yes, this is true, this is psychology, this is science, this is fact, and nothing can change about it, nothing can change it, nothing can this, nothing can that, right? Over 120, 130 years of just knowledge that we've acquired over research. But how real can that be when there's millions of years that we've been on this planet as human beings, gone through maybe thousands of different civilizations between those millions of years, And we are taking into account this 150 years of research to be true and fact.
Right.
That is weird.
And plus, like, it's like
That is crazy to me.
it's pretty crazy because like when whoever made up those theories, it's like only a few people. They're like, you know, thought of those theories and it pushed it off into the world, and then people kind of branch.
Agree on it.
Yeah.
I think just everybody, I think it just like even values too. Like when you think about like agreeing on a law, just take for instance law.
Mm-hmm.
It takes people of power to put something into law, and it's not necessarily it's like what is law anyways?
It's
like
just,
what are Bill of Rights?
It's not morals. It's not like the truth. It's just things to, you know, keep us safe and also controlled, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't, you know, some laws are made to make things safe, but some are just there to just
Silly.
Like, yeah, they're silly laws.
Like borders. Think about borders for a second.
Mm-hmm.
What is a border?
Like
What do borders do? They keep people in and they keep people out.
Yeah.
They're not real. They're made up.
And
The maps that we look at and you see a border on it, that's not really there.
it's just a line. It's an invisible line, right? And but like, you know, it's crazy how when you cross a border, the law of the land changes.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
That is weird, dude.
Yeah.
Think about that. Or what is that? Law of maritime or something like that? Like on when you're on a boat, right? If you're on a boat and you reach a certain point in water, there it changes. Have you seen Kymatica?
No.
Oh my god, dude. I think you'd enjoy that.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I'm sure.
Look up Kymatica just so I can read the summary to you. It is fascinating. I think I watched it like 10 years ago, dude. It changed my whole viewpoint of
How do you spell it?
the world.
Like
Kymaticka. Kymatica.
like when you're in the ocean, the laws change completely, right? Because no one owns it. No one owns the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But no one really owns land.
Right. It's just a
Like
government.
who owns land? That's silly.
Right.
Even when the people from England came over to and met with indigenous people of this land, right? And they were saying, "Oh, I want to buy it," and they're like, "You're crazy, dude!
yeah.
You can't buy land.
Yeah,
like,
like-
look, you're fucking.
They just live on it.
You're messing with me." What is okay? So it's we may be quick to. I'll just. What is it? That didn't even sound like a. Is there like an overview of it or something?
Storyline?
Um,
I love how you can edit things on it.
dude, all my searches have just been awful. Like AI.
It's
Like there's photos in AI. You can
Yeah.
edit anything on the internet. What world did I wake
right?
up in today?
What are facts, anyways? You know, who cares? Facts are just made up too. I just want.
But anyways, it talks about how the Bible is just a accumulation of different stories from different cultures. It talks about how the story of Jesus is again a recycled story from different cultures. It talks about like astrology stuff. It talks about law. It talks about law. I said laws, right? Like a birth certificate.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about birth certificates, what they are actually are, and in the documentary, it talks about how the birth certificate is our receipt.
Mm.
It's our receipt, and then also how when we go into a courthouse, law changes when we're inside a courthouse and when we pass. You see, have you ever been to court before?
Yeah.
You know how it has that barrier?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a border So when we cross that border, we are under a different law when we were in there. How silly is that? That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
The laws and boundaries, and it's all a system, to control everything. Because just like, like I work at Amazon, right? You go to different Amazons, they're all the same. Like everything's the same because it's way easier to control something when everything's the same. So like I've been like to different states in America, and I noticed that everything is the same. Everything's the same. They got the same strip malls. They got the same like freeways. They got the same like way of life, everywhere. I was like, I didn't know that. I thought like everything was different. Things are a little different, of course, the laws are different, the people are different, but ultimately it's all like a system. You know what I mean? So that makes sense to me, like how like there might be something trying to control like all of us because everything is a system. You know what I mean? It's like the same. I don't know. Thought I had.
But what about Hardee's and Carl's Jr.?
Right.
Those are different.
But
those are different art. What about
different name?
What about Shake Shack and In-N-Out? Those are different art,
but similar, right?
Those are the things that I feel that the little changes they whoever they are keeps us from fighting about. Do pineapple belong on pizza? We don't know.
I don't know. But I've always ate pineapple and ham, right, on a pizza. You haven't? I don't know. That's one of my favorites.
With Kool-Aid?
No. Oh yeah, we did have Kool-Aid. We like Country Time lemonade. Big old sugar.
The big old
tub of sugar.
I think it was good.
That thing was good.
Yeah, I miss that.
Yeah,
they still have that, but I haven't had it in a while.
I don't know, dude. It's now that I'm getting older because I watched. I'm telling you, Chimatica. Don't get over it. It's some of it's a little bit of a stretch, right?
Yeah.
But how much of it's true? Like after today, Google searching some of the stuff that we searched today.
Yeah.
We
didn't get any straight answers, really.
Not really, dude. We just wanted to see underground stuff, and everything was all AI. We looked up something right now about a movie, and we're able to edit it.
Yeah, put in our own little 2 cents about it. So
I wonder what that's about. Why that happens? I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah, like I guess a lot of stuff gets brushed under like disinformation, so they think they have like a right to like remove it. Because it's not, you can't really prove it. It's just like thoughts or old knowledge or something, I guess. I don't know. I've been having weird dreams lately.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Like what? Dude, I think it's just the amount of caffeine and creatine I've been on for the past couple of days. I haven't been dreaming at all.
I've been trying to like lucid dream because I've been like getting better at it recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I used to do it all the time when I was meditating a lot more. But recently I had a dream that I was at some kind of weird like bar, like city place. I was chilling and hanging out, and then I decided to leave. And there's this guy following me. He was following me and stuff. It was scary. He wasn't like. But I was watching Blood In, Blood Out that day. So I was very scared to get stabbed. So I was like, yeah, that's crazy. So I was it was right before my Chatterbox show, so I was having a dream that some guy was following me. And then, when you have these dreams, like you'll see like places, and they're not like the place that but it like represents like the place, you know what I mean? So like I was like chilling. Then I went I was just walking around the street, and then this girl pulls up, and she has like some weird like scooter device, and she's on it, and then like she's like selling cartons of cigarettes, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, and then like I recognize the girl. She's some girl that I watch on Instagram for like tarot card readings. Yeah, that was kind of spooky. You know what I mean? And I was like, what the hell? Like I didn't notice it at the time, but then I was just like walking to my car, and I was lucid at the time. I was lucid, and I saw this girl like walking her dog, and I tried to jump over the dog, and I didn't like make it. You know what I mean? Like the dog jumped up too, I think, and I don't remember hitting the dog, but like the lady was very upset with me because I hit her dog, and I didn't hit the dog, but I tried to jump over and I didn't like make it. But there was like no, like I don't remember like hitting it at all. And then she started following me like to my car, and then I got to my car, and then I saw a bunch of people in it. They're like, and they're cleaning it. They're like detailing it.
When you dream of people, do you see their faces?
Well, when these lucid dreams, yes.
Yeah.
I've been lucid dreaming a lot recently. And
are they people that you've seen before? No.
Like
there's different.
They're different people I've like never seen before.
That
in my
you'd
life.
never met.
Never met
ever. In
ever.
your life.
Sometimes it's like a different dimension that you're in. Cause like my dreams recently have been super linear. They're not random. Like all these events, I was like walking, like, and these events happen. Yeah, they're not random, like weird, foggy moments.
So that story that you just talked about, hitting the girl's dog.
Yeah.
So linear meaning that you woke up that night or that day, right?
Yeah.
Went about your own other human life, went back to sleep, and woke up in the same place?
In another place, no. Like I just came to in like some kind of weird...
How do you know it's linear though?
Because I had to walk everywhere. I was walking everywhere to experience these events. Like when I met that girl selling the cigarettes, I walked out of the bar, and like I felt like someone was following me. They were like calling me. I could hear them. They were following me. You know what I mean? And so then I was walking, trying to get away from that guy. You know what I mean? And that's when I ran into that chick. And then there was a bar there, and it was Chatterbox. And like it wasn't the actual Chatterbox, but it was like in the dream it was Chatterbox. And I was like, oh, I have a show there tomorrow, so I don't want them to see me yet, like tonight. So I went around it. You know what I mean? So when I went around it, that's when I bumped into that lady with the dog, and I tried to jump over her dog.
Yeah.
Because, I was like lucid, so I was like trying to have some fun, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you could do crazy shit in those dreams, but like these have been very linear. Like she got upset with me. She had like feelings and everything. Like she was like a real person.
So when you mean linear, you mean
like it's going in a straight line. Like there's no randomness to it. It's just
it's an actual story then.
Yeah,
like there's things happening that are consequential of different actions inside the dream.
Yeah.
So there's causes and there's effects in the dream. Okay. So there's causes and effects in the dream that are supposed to happen. Like if you drop this on the table, it will spill over.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and there's like, yeah, exactly. Like,
okay. Instead of like me dropping this and it vanishes.
Yeah, like sometimes like how like you'll have a dream, but it's just random like spots of like you'll just like be doing this and be doing that and like fogginess, and then like it's just like a bunch of random events that happen.
Right.
So like these are not like random events. They're like very like just like it's like a
okay.
Like,
got
I went to another world.
That's what you mean by
my life.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like I had another one where just recently too that I had a dream that I went to an open mic, but it was at someone's house, and the open mic was like in a backyard or like an old baseball diamond kind of thing. And then like I was like I signed up. There was like a board that you sign up, and there's some comics from here that were there. And
like who?
Mario Rodriguez was there. Yeah, it was weird. Like he was there.
Who else?
I can't remember like many other people, but I remember he was there. And like everyone signed up. I signed up. I was ready to go, and like I didn't perform because I slept in the dream. I was like, I went to bed in the dream in a room. It was like an older house, like in like probably like an LA area, and I slept in the dream, and they woke me up. The people woke me up, and like it wasn't all random. Like I had to get out of bed. Like, yo, we were leaving, dude. Mike's over. I was like, what? Like, yeah. I was like, yeah, you didn't perform. And I was like, what the hell? So we had to leave because the mic was over. So I got out of bed. There's like a window and everything. I was like, like looking outside to see like, like the outside. And I guess I had hooked up with a chick in the dream. And like,
do you remember who?
No, it was just some like...
You're like Mario Rodriguez.
It was Mario. No, it was like some like random like chick, maybe a goth chick or something. But like I heard that like...
Big titty goth chick?
One of those big, the ones that just got my heart. No, but But yeah, like I guess I hooked up with a chick. And I heard that like when you astral travel and stuff like that, like you can't see like sex stuff. Like it won't like let you see it for some reason. I don't know why.
It's weird.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of
Is it
stories about
Christian?
that. Yeah, like it's like some weird thing where like that's not very. I don't know if it's not very important, but like it's not. They don't.
You
like,
can't see sex things. What do you mean?
Like I've heard people that like have like astral travel, and like they can't like walk into people's room if they're like having sex. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So like I was
Like it's probably not important, right?
yeah, it's like not important.
It's not important for that, or it's not used for that type of
It's not used
travel.
for that kind of like you need to like learn things and stuff.
Yeah.
So then like, so when we left the house, and I didn't remember like hooking up. I just remember waking up in the bed, and then we were at some place, and it was like it looked like a like kind of not a skate park, but just like seeing like some kind of like vibe where there's everyone outside and there's concrete. And then I found like a bag with like all these games, like Game Boy and stuff like that. And I was like, oh hell yeah, like I'm gonna come up on this. And I took it, but then I was just like, no, dude, I feel bad. I'm just gonna leave it right here, like by like little like area where everyone's hanging out. There's a lot of people walking around, and I put it right there. And then I saw some like kid and his dad. They're like, yeah, I lost my Game Boy. And I was just like, oh, it's over there. I put it over there. You know, it's right over there. Go ahead and grab it. So he went to go grab it, and then like, then we were walking, and some like chick walked by me, right? And you know, I didn't like notice her because I didn't remember her, but I guess that's the chick that I hooked up with. And like one of the guys was like, "Wow, you're so brave! Like you just like walk by that chick and like you don't even care." And I was just like, "What is he talking about?" You know what I mean? It was like, because I guess I hooked up with her, and like that's why I missed the mic. And there might be more. I wrote it down, but like I can't really remember like the end of that one. But then I had another one too, because I've had a couple of these like this week. I was driving my car. I have another car and it has a flat tire. Like that's why I haven't been driving it. And I didn't want to go get new tires. And so then I was driving my car and I became lucid because I remembered, oh damn, this car has a flat tire. And I pulled over, and it was nighttime again. There was like another nighttime in the dream. And I pulled over, but I never got out of my car to check the tire. I was just in my car chilling, like, and then I just like got back on the road, and I went to someone's house, and it looked like some houses that I used to know, like in Fontana. And then like there's a chick there, and she's like, "Oh, my parents are like still in Mexico. Do you want to stay the night?" But it wasn't like nothing sexual or nothing. It was just like, "Do you want to stay?"
Yeah.
But it kind of felt like she knew I was a visitor, and they were trying to keep me there. You know what I mean?
And by visitor, you mean like somebody that
Like
lives in this world?
No, like I was like projecting into another dimension. You know what I mean? Yeah, and they're trying to like. I just say dimension to describe. There's just another like I'm living another experience, but it's not here. You know what I mean?
Right, and we're able to tap into those like under different circumstances, like sleep.
Yeah, like sleep. Like when you sleep, you're like you're traveling some way or another, right? You're having a dream, like you're experiencing something. They say that you leave your body every time you dream or you sleep.
What do you think happens to us when we die? Have you thought about that? That's a weird one too.
Your soul can be recycled, or you could like move on, or like have another experience, I guess. Because I don't know exactly.
Because those are all different. Those are all different theories, right? There's a theory of reincarnation, theory of nothing happens, another theory of recycling, like you die and then you're born
again
you're born to take a form of another human, or there's also a theory of you die and then you do it all over again, exactly the same.
Oh yeah, I haven't
exactly
heard that theory.
The same.
Okay, it's possible because the time.
That's a weird one too.
Because I heard time's not linear. It's like random. It's like a CD. You know, all the information is on the disc. You can go anywhere. Like you just move around and stuff like that. Like that's why time travel is like possible and all that stuff. Or like and they get it down. Like you could go to like any place of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I heard it's frequency based. Like once they figure out like every time, every minute, every second has a frequency signature. And like once you match that frequency, you could like travel to that point in time.
how do we get to that frequency? Like a frequency of like consciousness? Like if we're thinking on
It's like
a
an
certain
actual
type of level?
maybe an actual wavelength frequency. You know what I mean? If you could like everything has like an exact frequency signature, and then you could like, you know, somehow resonate that frequency, you could travel to that point in time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But how do you make that?
I think it's like it has to do with like, you know, probably like alien technology. You know what I mean? And also like resonance is important. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Vibration. Maybe you could vibrate to that frequency.
Isn't it crazy how like it's all this like alien talk is very like, it's like, think about how simple vibration is. Anybody can make a vibration. Anybody can do it with anything. Everything makes vibration.
They say
that
that-
doesn't sound very alien to me.
Right? And then they say that matter is even vibration, just super dense.
Yeah,
So
that it's like moving, like this phone is like moving,
It's
right?
moving. Yeah. It's a frequency. It's a vibration.
That's weird.
That's crazy, right?
That's weird to think about.
Right? Nothing is really matter. You know what I mean? Everything is just like symbolizes matter. You know what I mean? It's like created, like the simulation theory, you know, there's a big giant PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many different there you go there. That's the simulation. There's a simulation theory too. What if like right when we die we're feeling the suffocation, and then we wake up and we're an alien
Or like you
experiencing a game, and they're like, "Oh shit, that was cool.
die. Right.
I want to do that again."
Right.
Boom.
Sometimes you get stuck in the game,
Yeah.
you know, suffering here. Because this is a low vibrational place. So suffering is part of this. You know, to suffer is part of life.
Part of the experience.
Part of the experience. That's most of the experience, I think. Because but I do have a book about like how to leave your body. Like,
Oh.
yeah, it's cool. It's like the doctor. Well, I know Robert Monroe like pioneered it with vibrations. Like he started like he used to work in radio, and I guess they would like put out like vibrations in the radio thing to like, I don't know what, to control people's like feelings. Obviously they know something, you know. He didn't just pick this up from like randomly. Like they put like frequencies to like tune people into certain types of mind, you know, thoughts, waves, you know, theta, whatever the hell all that stuff is. Yeah, so he started like putting vibrations into people's like headphones. Like one would be at one frequency and one would be at another frequency, but your brain is so powerful. Like say they put two separate frequencies, like one's like at 13 hertz, one's at like 12 hertz or 11 hertz. Your brain is like, if it's close enough, your brain will bridge those two frequencies, and it'll cause your brain to resonate at that frequency. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then people started leaving their bodies like that, because like, if you stay in that state of mind long enough, you'll like leave your body, or like it'll like they'll do stuff to you. There's like, it's called hemisphere synchronization of both sides of the brain. But there's this other guy named Dr. Bruce Goldberg, and he works with hypnotherapy, and like he'll like you like do hypnotherapy stuff to like leave your body and experience like different levels of consciousness. And so like I got the book and I did it, but like I got super scared because my body started vibrating all insane. I felt like I was sleeping right next to the train tracks.
Wait, you're reading this and you felt that?
No, I was reading it and then I meditated, and I went and I was practicing the meditation, you know, before bed. And I had
Does he talk about specifically how to do that meditation in the book?
yes
Oh.
in the intro, because
Whoa.
because he don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? He's telling you how to do this is real. And I actually talked to him before because I ordered the book from him and he answered. Yeah. And then,
Isn't that cool when
Yeah.
you write writers and they actually write you back?
yeah. Well, he got mad because my credit card didn't go through.
Your Klarna payment didn't go through.
He was so upset. Yeah, he was very upset and he hit me up.
Are you serious?
And I talked to him, and I have a problem when I talk over people, and he's like, "Stop talking over me." I was like, "Damn, this was crazy." But yeah, he said he's a dentist. He's a dentist, and but he does hypnotherapy now, and he said that he's from a different dimension.
Jesus Christ.
He said that he flipped over to this dimension because this is the best incarnation for him, or the best dimension where everything's going good for him.
Whoa. So there's different dimensions. So there's a different version of me in a different dimension.
No, it's you, but you're changing the frequency like of your world. You know what I mean?
So the world is different.
Yeah.
But not you.
Not you. Yeah, you're still the same consciousness, right? And
Do you still have the same memories from this?
Yes, it's
world?
just like he says it when you do it, there's a big giant like event you'll notice happens.
Where's all the memories that I'm supposed to have now from those different dimensions?
Since like, I don't know how it works, but like, I think because your consciousness is here and like, we're like I don't know how to put it, but like, you know when the fly is on the little ball and it's like moving, and I don't know, it's like our consciousness, because now is always what's is happening now,
right?
You know what I mean, so you could change the now, you know what I mean, and it'll change the future, a future frequency.
What was that noise?
I went,
Oh.
See, that was a vibration.
Yeah, that freaked me out. That scared the crap out of me. Are you okay?
I'm listening, and I said,
Oh, God.
Jesus.
But my brother actually left his body though.
It's these things. Okay, so I get it. Stuff like this really, really gets me.
It's cool. It's real.
Yeah. Because I know that there's some part of it is truth, but it's kind of, I don't want to say creepy because that's not the right word.
But it's kind of creepy and cool.
It's,
you know what I mean?
yeah, it's interesting, but also kind of frightening because it's something that you don't know. I get that's why it's scary. It's scary because it's the unknown, and but because it's unknown. But what you're talking about, it seems like the possibility, there's no end to anything. That's what the upside to this is there's other things besides happening. There's other things happening besides this podcast. Me, Gil, talking to Art.
There's a deep meaning. There's a deep thing that's below this. That's hidden and suppressed from people.
Why is it suppressed? Does he talk about that? This is wild, dude.
He doesn't, but like my brother too. He's not a spiritualist or doesn't meditate or anything, but he got a hold of the book, right? And he read it, and then because when I first did it, I was like, oh, I almost left my body, and he's just like, shut up, you know what I mean? Like, you don't care. And
you told that to your brother?
Yeah, because when it happened, I was like so scared. I was like, oh my God, it's real. And then he didn't care. Like, he's just like, whatever, like go away, go back to your room. And then he read the book, and then he tried it, and then he was just like, oh my God, I left my body. Yeah. He said, I left my body. He said, I saw Grandma and Cheeky's, our old dog that no one even remembers. Like, really? He's like, yeah, they were balls of light. They were just lights.
Oh my God.
He said, but I knew it was them.
Whoa! How did you know it was them?
Because
just
like,
the feeling.
I'm telling you, like in the other world, you just see images and you just know things. You know what I mean? Like information is just there. You just know these things. You're telepathic. You know what I mean?
Do you think any of that bleeds into this dimension?
It does. Oh no, yeah, I guess so. But like after you like really like leave your body or go to another dimension, it stays with you for like a week.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because he could see right through me.
Do you think that psychedelics are a form of transportation to those dimensions, or is it just we're just high and that's what we see? What we see is what we see, or is that some type of vehicle to another dimension?
It's definitely a vehicle if you try to use it like
that way.
That way with like meditation and stuff like that, or like things like that. Because like I've done like mushrooms before, and like I just felt like vibes and like good times, you know what I mean, happiness or whatever. But then like I did DMT, and like this is my DMT story. Like one time I was at my friend's house, like because I was all into spirituality, and then I heard about ayahuasca, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But then I was like, when am I ever gonna get to go to Mexico and go to the shaman thing. You know what I mean? Like, how am I gonna get that?
The aliens are that. That's why they're going to Mexico. They're trying to get their hands on some ayahuasca.
Right. The good shit. The toad venom. You know. Yeah. So so then I my friend was like, you know, some druggy guy that I knew from high school, and then he's like, he got some DMT, and I was like, what the hell is that? Crack? You know, I don't know what that is. DMT. That sounds insane. And then like I found out that it was like another form of ayahuasca, and I was like, oh, dude, I have to go.
Right.
And he was
because ayahuasca is a brew of vine and bark.
Yeah.
And between the vine and I forget what their names are called because it's like super like indigenous named.
Yeah.
But anyways, the ayahuasca is the brew of the bark and the leaf, and it creates the DMT.
Yeah.
However, there's different ways to obtain DMT.
Yeah.
You can get it from a toad that I forget the toad's name, but you can get it from there, or you can make it.
Yeah.
You can make there's probably people right now making DMT in their basement.
Oh yeah. Someone said you could borrow the ingredients on Amazon, but it's hard to get that root bark. I remember I used to get it I got it one time on eBay. It was like legit stuff, and I got scared though because my friend who was like, you know, gave me the DMT, like he got in trouble because he was throwing rocks at his girlfriend. They were camping. He was throwing rocks at his girlfriend, I guess. And he got in trouble for domestic violence. So I was like, I can throw away that.
Okay, the domestic violence is not funny.
No, it's not funny at all.
No, I'm just laughing because how random is that? Like how messed up do you have to be to throw rocks at people?
Like,
oh my
dude,
god,
what is wrong with you, bro? You know
Rocky.
What I mean?
Oh my god.
And then he said, I was throwing them towards her. Yeah,
towards her, not at her, but
yeah. So someone called the cops on them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so then I had the root bark and I threw it away. I was like, I don't want this fool to rat on me that I had root bark, and you know, because I don't know.
Wait, what is root bark?
Well, that's like what you make the DMT out of.
Oh.
You get like Mimosa hostilis or acacia or something, and then you get that root bark and you like get like some paint thinner and you stir it in there and it like extracts all the stuff out. Yeah.
Oh.
And then like the powder left over is DMT. Yeah, it's super cool. And so like I did the DMT at his house, and I was so scared because like he had the feather and everything, like doing the shaman thing, and and then like I used to like hit the weed like super hard, where like to the point where like I would almost like green out. Where one time I did black out and I hit my head on the cement. Dude.
Oh my god,
yeah, it was pretty bad. But I just hit it super hard like that, and then I got scared because I heard a pop. And then I felt all this water, you know, and I was like, dude, oh my God, I bit the pipe, you know, oh my God. But it was all in my head. I think it was like I think the pop was like my third eye opening, and then like the water was like the chakras activating or something. Because felt like a stream of water, you know. It's kind of.
Oh, wait, this is the story that you're trying to tell me at.
Oh, yeah.
In Riverside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah, I was telling you. This is the story, man. This is my story right here, you know. Yeah, but it was crazy because I thought, you know, I told you I thought I died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like how embarrassing.
Well, tell me like.
Oh yeah, so then after like he like told me like, yo, lay down. I just passed out. You know what I mean? Like I passed out and freaking. Are we going over time?
No.
No, but yeah, like I just like passed out, and then like I had a vision that I died, and the paramedics came and took me and everything like that. And it was just in my mind. It was just like my fears taking over. It felt so scary, like a car accident, like the scariest car accident I've ever seen or something. And then after that, I was like, oh yeah, I was laying down. I totally forgot who I was. I forgot that I went to my friend's house. I forgot everything. I had no memory of nothing. You know what I mean? And then like in my mind's eye, like if it looked like, you know, when there's like a lot of like a clear water and there's some mud underneath it, and then you stir up the mud. And then the mud settles, and you can kind of see the clear water again. Like that's kind of how I looked like in my mind's eye. Like just there was a break in whatever was causing the vision. There was a break in it, and I realized, oh, you're laying down at your friend's house. Remember you did the DMT, and then I just did. I said, oh, do the meditation techniques, and just go with it. And as soon as I did that, like I saw like I just like I don't know. I didn't see it, but like it was a white light that just came out of me. And then I was just in a room, like a waiting room. It was like a doctor's office room with no doors. And then I had a body for a second. And then I didn't have a body after that because like I only imagine my body because that's how you think of yourself, right? And then I was so scared. I was like, oh no, I killed myself. I died. Like, no, because I don't do any like hard drugs. I was like, I've always been safe. You know, I've always done safe things. You know? And then I was like, I died. And then like after that, I don't know. Like I guess I just went into it. They showed me like another world of like, it looked like New York City. It was like all black and white, and there's like people walking up and down the sidewalk, and the sun kept setting and rising, and rising and setting, and then I just knew like when you're in that world, you just know these things. I said, this is a simulation. Like this is not real. Like don't worry about anything that you're going through, whatever it is. Like just enjoy life. It's very short, and it's just a simulation. And so then after that, I imagined myself floating in space. And I was floating towards this big, giant black nothing that was waving like a flag. And it was way darker than space. And I just knew that was like the hard drive of this world of like what can be, what can't be, what's going to be, and what's never going to be. You know what I mean? And I had such a big fear of dying. But then I became like, I went into the big black nothing and became a part of it. And then I didn't exist anymore to even care if I lived or died. Like I didn't exist anymore. And then that was very beautiful. That was a very beautiful thing. But then I just saw the next vision was like 3 like alien things like sitting at like a virtual reality machine.
And when you say 3 alien things, what did they look like?
They look like xenomorphs.
Xenomorphs?
You know, from the movie Alien.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
way bigger.
Huh.
Like huge. Yeah.
Like how big?
Like way bigger. Like probably like, I don't know, like 8 feet, 9
tall,
feet.
Oh, okay. So like a
feet.
big
Huge.
human.
Yeah.
Okay.
Humongous.
But they're xenomorphs.
They're xenomorphs, yeah. And like one of them looked at me and said, "What took you so long?" Yeah, that was pretty scary.
But when they were talking to you, did you feel like you had a body? Were you
No, I was in
just
that
a light?
body. I was in that body. And I saw the alien thing. It was scary looking.
You're in a xenomorph body?
Yeah. And like they said, what took you so long? Because I got stuck in the fucking simulation machine. Yeah.
And that was your response to them?
No, I didn't say anything. I was scared. You know what I mean? Because it was my consciousness in there, inside the alien thing. And then,
No, I'm saying when they asked you what took you so long, did you respond?
it tripped me out to say like, what do you mean? Like I don't belong over there. I belong over here.
Did you say something?
No, you cannot hear these stories anymore.
Did you say something?
No, I didn't say anything.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, you said something.
I did.
You did. Did she?
Why do you look like you want to fucking cry?
You did, huh? What did you say?
I said he didn't say anything.
Okay.
You're looking and I was just about to throw something.
Don't throw nothing at me. I'm in a interview right here.
Right. But after that, I got like a freaking poster of a xenomorph and put a whole little shrine up.
Okay, hold on. Go back. Okay. So you asked them, or they asked you.
Yeah.
So you're in a xenomorph body.
Yeah.
And there's 3 others.
Yeah.
One of them asks you,
yeah,
what took you so long?
Yeah.
And what was your response?
I don't remember my response. I just remember looking at the alien in his face, and it looked freaking scary.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It looked like almost dead or something. But that's how they look. You know what I mean? It was very scary looking. Yeah. But
okay, and then what happened next?
That's all I remember. That was the end of it.
You're like that cop that like interrogates someone for like 20 hours until they say what he wants him to say, because he told you 4 times I didn't say anything, and then you told him you asked him again, and then he's like, well, I don't remember what I said. Jeez, that's crazy though.
I know. Then I quit my job.
Cool.
I quit my good ass job and went to start working at Amazon.
After that?
Yeah, because I was like, man, life's so short, dude. I hate this job. I just have this job to impress my dad, you know what I mean? And then I was just like, I don't want to work here anymore. And I just started working at Amazon, which was like, I took like a $10 pay cut an hour, to work there. It was terrible. I was poor. No, I'm just joking. It was fun, you know what I mean? I still work there. I like it, Yeah, but that was crazy. But yeah, I was like, aliens.
That's wild, dude.
The virtual reality machine looked all old and crazy. I mean,
So when you seen the xenomorphs, what did they
What did
look
you
like?
they just yeah. Looked like-
What did they say to you?
What
was your
say to them? What was your
response?
response?
It looked like a xenomorph but bigger.
No, I'm just trying to picture. I'm trying to imagine your dream in my mind.
Yeah.
So like, did they look like cartoonish?
No,
Did
they look like real.
like real.
Yeah, when you're in that world, everything's more real than this one. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Like everything's way more clear. Like your senses are different. Like you have more like understanding of and knowing of everything. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, and it was creepy. And I guess I got from the thing is that like the machine is just like a giant experience machine that splits your soul into a lot of bodies all at once, so you can learn really fast. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is wild, dude.
Yeah, it's wild.
They got AC in that world.
What? Yeah.
Do they have AC in that world?
They had like really good AC.
Oh God.
It was Whirlpool. I don't know.
Just kidding. It's hot in here. That's what.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Wow. And that didn't scare you?
No, like yeah, it was pretty
Like
scary.
at the moment, right?
No,
But
at the moment,
after you didn't feel scared.
No, well, I like my friend said I could tell you blast it off. I guess that's when you like go to another world and stuff like that. And when I came back, like
Hold on, one more question before.
Yeah.
When you were in the other body,
Mm-hmm.
did you have different memories? Did you? What was your like?
I felt like it was like a prison type of deal.
That you were stuck in there.
No, like I got on the virtual reality machine because of like I was being bad over there.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that is wild. You're sentenced to being human for 89 years.
Yeah. It was like a punishment for being a badass, not bad, like not a good way, but like in an evil way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over there.
That is weird.
Yeah. That's what I felt like.
So we're all in prison. Like, I'm just saying, like, go on that
It's like a mental prison.
thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it, dude. This world, sometimes we can make it, we can make it exciting. We can make it fun. We can make it happy. We could fall in love. There's all these different
There's
things.
underlying, what's it called? Underlying, oh damn, we have to learn something. Oh yeah, lessons.
Right.
Life is like lessons, you know what I mean?
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
But also think about it, like you fall in love, but then also things don't last forever. Everything's transitory. Everything changes from life to life, from moment to moment. Things change.
Things change. Like you gotta, I guess, love yourself. That's the biggest like love you have.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have, because it's like it's you. You know what I mean? It's the craziest love you'll ever have is yourself. But you have to learn to love yourself. You know what I mean? That's one of the big things. You have to like in-source the love. You know what I mean?
That is wild.
Yeah, it was crazy. Cause like, you know, now when I do mushrooms, like I'll go to another dimension too. If I do like an eighth,
Mm-hmm.
like I'll like the same thing that happened with the DMT. Now, like I could just do mushrooms and like the same thing will happen. Like one time I had like a vision of a past life, and then I died in a car accident. You know what I mean? And then for the rest of the trip, I was just like, you know, like I look like. Have you ever seen like those lights at Disneyland? They're like little like plastic strings, but they have lights on it.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like I was like a bunch of those, and I was just swimming with those for like hours. I mean, and I even woke up doing this. You know, like that's how I woke up. I was like,
You woke up doing the worm?
yeah, I was doing the worm. It was funny. Yeah, it was pretty cool. The whole thing. Yeah. And then one time, also like right after that, I did mushrooms, and then I had a vision of the freaking Tibetan Book of the Dead. You know what I mean? Like I was on a boat, the whole thing, like the underworld, the boat. And they told me that if I don't have love in my heart, they're going to destroy my soul.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I had no love. I really have very little love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning how to self-love, you know what I mean? All that stuff. But I had like no love in my heart, all hate, you know what I mean? And
Have you ever heard of the psychedelic experience guidebook or something like that. It's based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
I haven't.
Yeah, I think it was written by a psychologist that also was that was studying psychedelics. I think it was Timothy Leary. Timothy Leary wrote the book, and he based it on the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
Oh yeah, I found one of his books at the thrift store one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was like his popular one. My friend got it.
Timothy Leary was a wild one, dude.
He did LSD a lot.
Him and Jim Halpert, dude. Ram Dass.
Oh yeah, that was
Crazy
him.
guys. Yeah.
Oh.
Ram Dass and Richard Halpert are the same person.
Oh wow.
He changed his name because he wanted to forget about that. Like he stripped himself of his self, basically, and became Ram Dass.
Because all those drugs would do that to you, like get you all spiritual. Because it like shows you like, you know, this, I guess the spiritual side of stuff. And if you
Yeah.
some people will trip, like they'll have visions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that despite what you said earlier today about how this being a system, imagine if there was no system in place. Like, what would we have? Just nature, our human experience.
Right.
Without that, no rules, no laws, no TV, no commercials, no nothing.
No influence.
No influence at all. Like what would life be? And I feel like that spirit, that type of spirituality and that oneness that people feel within themselves, that's what it would be. Like everybody would feel like that without any influence at all.
Right. Yeah. Like, cause it's like spirituality is natural. You know what I mean? It's like if you listen to your inner voice, like it'll come out like sooner or later, I think, or, you know, you'll learn things. Just, I guess, if you sit in silence for long enough, you'll start to like learn a lot of stuff, because this information's out there. It's just like everywhere. It's just you gotta like silence your mind in order to pick up the information. You know what I mean? Because I didn't like when I first started my meditation journey, I didn't believe in any of this stuff. You know, my mom used to take me to like witches all the time and like tarot card readers all the time and like real like famous like witches and stuff. She was into all that stuff, right? And I wasn't like, I didn't really care about it. I just would go. We'd always hear stories about like you hear footsteps on the ceiling, and then like they said that like sometimes you'll see like little trolls running like around like through stuff. It's scary stuff, you know what I mean?
Like duendes.
Like little
What are they called?
Yeah.
Duendes, right? Are the little small people?
Yeah, they're crazy because she was like a really good psychic, you know what I mean? And yeah, one time I thought I saw ghosts in my room, but they might not in my room, but my downstairs couch. They might have been like time travelers or something. I don't know what it was, but it was like 3 people and they were like translucent and they had like bowler hats on. I never even seen a bowler hat, you know what I mean? It's like the brimmed hat with the round top. Yeah, super. I was never even seen those before. Yeah, and then I saw like a picture of some people that like built Orange County back in the day, and they had the same kind of hats. And I used to live in Chino Hills when that happened. You know, I was just like, those are the hats that those people were wearing. You know what I mean? That was pretty creepy. But yeah, so when I started my meditation journey, I didn't believe in any of this stuff. I just wanted to see ghosts. I was obsessed with ghost stories on like, you know, on TV, and I just like I got a pendulum, and the pendulum came with this thing called the Lemurian sea crystal, and supposedly like they have information like etched in it from the past, like laser etched or something. You know what I mean? And it has like this thing, I don't know what it's called, maybe psychometry, but like it's like when something has information, it resonates out. You know what I mean? And so like I think I just started like meditating, and the information started to like leak into me, because I didn't believe in any of this stuff. It was just fun and games. You know, like this would be cool if it was real, until like one time I went to a party, and then I saw the roommates come home from the party, and I saw one of the guys' aura. And like, yeah, and it wasn't just like...
What color was it?
It was blue.
Isn't there like different significance in different colors of aura?
Yeah, and I think your aura will change too, like throughout the day.
Oh yeah, of course, based on like how you feel and stuff, right?
So yeah, I saw it was blue, and I saw it with my mind's eye and my real eyes. And it like I had a book about it.
So you seen him,
like
in his physical form, but then you also seen the aura around him.
I looked at him, and I saw his aura, and it filled up the hallway. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Yeah, and
What is aura, anyways?
it's just an energy field because we're
vibration
magnetic.
energy?
We're magnetic beings, right?
Uh-huh.
We have a life force inside of us, and I guess the magnetic field holds it in, holds the life force inside. That's why I got to clean your aura because it gets stuck with other people's magnetic fields. Because even if we're this close to each other, our auras are probably like touching. You know what I mean?
But you can also feel it too. You know that weird feeling when
Yeah.
you're next to somebody and you feel like they don't like you or
yeah.
they have something to say. That's a weird observation that humans just have.
You can feel vibes, right? Like
Yeah.
a female feels different, right? Like than a guy because they have a different vibe. You know what I mean?
Right. Even if you feel different, like indifferent about somebody and you sit next to them, like they can feel that.
They can feel that. You don't have to even like give off any kind of like.
You don't have to say
face.
anything,
Yeah.
nothing. You can just,
You just don't like it.
or when you sit down, or like when you're at home, right? And somebody's like about to get here and you're like, oh, okay, they're here, but they're not here, but they're like down the street.
Or
You
you
know what I
think
mean?
about them
Right.
and they call you or something.
That has been happening to Amber a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about somebody, and then right away they text her
Right.
when they normally don't text her.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like you could be in tune when you're like very in tune. That starts to happen.
I seen a video today that was saying that supposedly you're like, what did he say it was? Like something like that, like in tune. Like, do you go places and then when you get there, all of a sudden people are like, there's a line forming, or do butterflies and animals, are attracted to you? Are children, like, do children stare at you? Like I think it was like 4 or 5 things, and then I was like, oh my god, all of that happens to me.
Yeah.
Freaking
That happens to me
all
too.
the time.
That happens to me too. Remember, for a good amount of time, I would call things out like, Amber, this is gonna happen, and few days, few weeks, few months happen, and it happens. But I was spot on like all the time, right, Amber?
Good intuition.
Yeah, it was weird. It was to the point where I was like, okay, this is not funny anymore.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird.
Yeah, too much of a coincidence.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, like jokingly, okay, this is gonna happen, and it fucking happens.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah,
That's weird.
You're probably good at like telling the future by patterns or something, or I don't know. I follow patterns. Patterns you could like predict. Things.
Oh yeah. I think that's with anything. If you're good by judging certain things just by their pattern of existence, right? I don't know, like their patterns of cause and effect.
Yeah.
Like if this happens, this will happen, and that will lead me to this.
Right.
I'm
And
like
it happens.
That. I'm like that with people. Like what you're saying, like aura, or you could feel it. Like I used to be, when I used to like have like surgeries, like back when I was a kid, all I could do was like sit there and like observe people or talk to people. And now as an adult, like I get a sense of people. I can see like facial expressions. Like if someone's like lying, I feel it. Like I'm like, no, this person's lying. They're like, their facial expression is too uncomfortable, or like things like that. And then my sister would be like, you just don't like anybody. And it's like, it's not that I don't like anybody. I just have this gut feeling that someone's either lying or they're not good. Or I'll tell Gilbert like, yeah, I think they're a genuine person. Like I really like them. I feel really comfortable. Like, but that's been me since I was a kid, and it's kind of crazy, but it's also me being very observant and already kind of knowing like people and
their behavior.
Their behaviors, yeah.
It's like a very good psychology thing. Like, like it's an intuition too. You know what I mean? Because like you can't just know everything about a person by looking at them,
No,
but some
absolutely
people
not.
can. You know what I mean? Like so you probably have really good intuition.
Yeah, intuition, and also just reading
Psychological like patterns or something.
yeah, it's just even talking patterns of people, how people talk when they're telling the truth.
Oh yeah. I'll start
Or-
sweating if I'm lying.
You're all sweating.
I'm just like, oh god. Thank you.
I think, who was it when I told I think it was last episode. I was telling him that that Ralphie May was in his comedy masterclass how people don't trust men with beards and mustaches, and he had a beard and mustache.
I know, right? I gotta shave mine off so I can look trustworthy.
It was something like that, but damn, dude.
Like what I'm not gonna say what you said earlier, but what you said earlier offline, like people, that's one of my red flags when people are like, whenever you have a story, and obviously we could have very similar things or things that happen to us that are like, oh hey, that happened to me too, or hey, I know this. But there's some people that after everything that you say, they experience the same thing and it's better.
And it's a little better.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a little better. And to me, that's a sign of you're lying. Like it's lying, or even like narcissistic.
And
Yeah.
mental problems, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think too. It's probably insecurity. Also, they also want to have. They want to be included, right? There's probably some trauma right there of not being included in things, and they have to make certain things up to
Look,
include themselves.
Mhm.
And just because they're included doesn't mean they have to include themselves, but then also they have to always be the better person in the conversation, or feel like they're the better person in the conversation, or make the other person make the other person think that they feel that too. I don't know. It's kind of
I've actually
It's crazy.
I've had a friend like that,
yeah.
or I've been around someone like that. Everything you say, they did it, but something cooler, better happened. But like every time you said something,
Yeah.
I was just like, whoa, dang. I forgot who it was, but I'm like, whoa, dude, I think this guy's got to like one up me every time. Like, it was crazy though, like noticing that pattern.
Yeah, I notice it like right away. Like sometimes we have meetings with like people that want to collaborate with us or clients or things like that. And then Gilbert will be like, what did you think? And then sometimes I'll be like, yeah, it's really cool. And then sometimes I'm like, I don't trust them. Like they're lying. And like Gilbert says, like, it could be that they just want to impress us or impress the person that they're doing that to. But for me, I feel like once you lie and I can kind of catch you in it, I'm like, yeah, it's like we all lie. We all lie at some point.
I'm all nervous, like, oh my
You're
God.
like, oh my God, lie. No.
No, we're not saying that.
But you know
just
what I
kidding,
mean? Like I think when
I'm gonna tell everybody Art Marquez was on the podcast and he completely lied
he
about
was
it.
sweating and he was
I was
lying.
like,
no.
oh God.
No. I'm not like a lie detector either. But you know what I mean? Like, again, like I feel their energy of like, you're not gonna be
just back there with the lie detector test.
pleasant. We have you hooked up and you didn't even know.
I'm like,
No. But you know what I mean.
That was a lie.
I think because I've come across so many people and I've had to like work with people and kind of like even, deal with people that I'm just like.
But it's also knowing patterns, knowing humans, knowing human patterns and psychology, and working with people on a daily basis that you know and you feel that that it's true
I was like a
or
year
genuine.
shy of getting my bachelor's for psychology. So
Dang,
maybe
that's a lot of years though.
that-
The psychology stuff.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I did a lot of years. And then I quit.
Is it narcissism like something new that's like kind of starting to be studied or something?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things. When we had just having this conversation, girl, where we were saying like a lot of things are like not even 100 years old. And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like all of a sudden it's studied. And
Yeah, like the fight and flight mode that your body goes into. That's only that knowledge has only been experienced or it's only been studied for the past 100 years.
I think like any mental health has only been like in the past like maybe even 100 years.
Not even 100, like 70 years.
Oh yeah, mental health is kind of new, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
100%.
Yeah, because now like not to go in a rabbit hole of that because Gil, I know you can go in a rabbit hole of that. But like even like with like Salem, like all the witches, like people that they would deem as witches, like they're saying now,
Dude.
like all of those people that they were like, oh, she's a witch. They were people that were suffering with mental health.
Oh, yeah.
And either be schizophrenia or bipolar disorder or anxiety, whatever it was. And because people didn't understand and didn't know what was happening, it was like, you're a witch, let's burn you. And that's freaking insane. And that didn't happen. I mean, yeah, 100 years is a lot of years, but it's not thousands of years ago. It's recent.
It's not even that long, 100 years.
No, on like what I said earlier, the human existence we've been existing for millions of years.
Yeah.
That much of it has been studied. Like our physical bodies, our body cells, our psychological cells, psychologically,
Right.
relationships, how we treat one another, our society. It's only that much on a freaking big scale.
From like, probably from recent time though. Probably, I think in the past it might have been like
Past 100 years,
probably
maybe
like,
even lower than that.
like past civilizations, like they probably like study stuff like that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like in the past, like before the 2,000 year mark, they said that
they
like,
probably had different tools on how to study it, right? Because we only know one form of scientific study. They probably had a different way to do it, and theirs was probably maybe be a little bit better because they were open to different things, or they were open to different options of learning specifics. They didn't have a whole science board of people telling us this is how you're supposed to do it.
Like that's crazy. Like I know it's pretty new, like all this stuff, but like I know, like I don't know what happened in the past, but I'm pretty sure, like I don't know, but they probably had some kind of like psychological or like mental schooling, or I know surgery, they had surgeries and stuff back then, but I don't know like how long though. You know, nothing lasts except for like stone. You know, all the technologies doesn't last. Well, like how many CD Walkmans do you see around? I'm just playing.
Records.
I used to love mine. No, Oh yeah, records. It's good stuff.
I wonder how we can get a podcast on a CD. That'd be weird.
What do you mean? Like put it on a CD?
Like download the audio and then put it on a CD. Imagine people had CD.
You gotta burn it.
That'd be weird, huh? That'd be.
Burn it.
No,
Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like if I put 6 episodes, like how many songs are on a CD? Like 12.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine putting like 12 episodes on a CD and like giving it to somebody. That's a dumb gift, but you just send them the link to the.
You just gotta convert it into data. MP3. I don't know.
Art, this was fucking cool, man.
It was a good time.
Yeah, dude, I had super fun, man.
Me too. I had fun. Thank you for having me.
We need to have you need to come out and do this again because I feel like we can go for another couple of hours, dude.
All right, man. Appreciate
Art,
you.
tell us where we can find you and what you got coming up.
You guys can find me at _Art_Marquez on Instagram. I have a show coming up on the 7th of July at the Ha Comedy Club. Please buy tickets. Please buy tickets. Yes, it's going to be the same guys' night, but on the 7th of July. It's going to be a good time, I'm telling you. There's going to be a lot of good comics from Hollywood. And probably the fucking president of Hollywood's going to be there. Come out and get discovered, all right? That's pretty much it for me.
Nice. All of Art's links will be down in the show description. If you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to follow and like and comment. And we even have a text option to text us questions, to text us, tell us to see how we are doing in the podcast. You will also see that if you're watching this on YouTube. You will see that down in the show description. All the links to Art stuff is going to be down in the show description. Follow him on Instagram. Follow the Mind Buzz on Instagram. And then the text information is also down right there. It's a 1-800 number. 1-800
Skills Choo-Choos.
fuck Lacey. This is 1-800 I can't believe this, dude. Over $200, and you can't even like the mechanism in there. I don't know. I don't even want to mess with that. But dude, thanks for coming out and doing
Thank
this.
you.
Appreciate
Had a great
it.
time, man.
Dude, honestly, I feel like we can go another like hour. It's wild,
Right? So
dude. That was the thing when we were talking about, or like even when we're at that mic in Riverside. I was like, oh man, I know this podcast is gonna be so good. Like this is the stuff that I like to talk about.
it was a good time. I
Yeah,
had a great time. It got spooky. It got a little spooky, which I like.
it was good.
Yeah.
Peace out.
The Mind Buzz Podcast.